Okay, let's be real for a second. The whole conversation around AI is, well, it's a mess, isn't it? It's all hype and fear and just a lot of confusion. So today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to give you a simple but really powerful framework to actually understand what's going on with AI and, more importantly, where it's all headed. Right out of the gate, let's get one thing straight, because it's the biggest mistake people make. They talk about AI like it's this single giant thing, but it's not. Not at all. AI is a spectrum, it's a progression, and understanding that is the absolute first step to getting a real handle on this stuff. So, if AI isn't just one big monolith, how are we supposed to wrap our heads around it? We need a mental model, right? Some kind of framework that shows us the hidden structure, and that is exactly what we're about to do. Here it is. This is the framework that's going to bring some order to the chaos. We're going to look at AI as three distinct evolving layers, and each one has a totally unique relationship with us, the user. Okay, layer one, assistive AI. Think of this as a tool. It's your digital co-pilot, right? It's the spell checker that saves you from embarrassing typos. It makes you better, it makes you faster. But, and this is key, you are always in control. It's totally human-led. Now we level up. The next layer is agentic AI. This is where you stop just getting help and you actually start delegating. You give it a goal. Something like, hey, book me a flight to New York. And it actually goes and does it. See the shift? It's not just a tool anymore. It's more like an assistant. And this is the big leap. The third and most advanced layer is cognitive AI. This is a profound change. This kind of AI doesn't just do a task or act on a goal, it understands the system and the context behind that goal. It thinks with you. So it's not a tool, it's not an assistant, it's a partner. So check this out. This table just lays it all out perfectly. Look at that control column. You can see the whole story right there. We go from being human-led to goal-led to system-led. And the analogies just nail it, from a simple tool to a trusted assistant, and then finally to a true cognitive partner. That's the entire evolutionary path of AI all in one spot. All right, theory is great and all, but let's see how this framework actually holds up in the real world. To make this stuff concrete, we're going to compare three different systems mentioned in our source material. They're called Gemini, Comet, and Atlas. Let's see this evolution in action. First up, let's look at how they're built, their foundation, or what the source calls the substrate. So Gemini, it's really just a simple overlay sitting on top of your browser. Comet's a little more integrated. It's like a shell. But Atlas is a totally different beast. It's a full browser environment built from the ground up for a way deeper level of integration. Okay, next, let's look at their purpose. What are they for? And you can see how this maps perfectly back to our three layers. Gemini is all about assisting you. Comet takes that next step. It acts on your behalf. It automates things. But Atlas is designed for something much bigger, to actually think with you, to understand the why behind what you're doing. And finally, let's talk system depth. How deep do they actually go? Gemini is pretty much stuck inside its own little ecosystem. Comet is great, but mostly for automating things on the surface. Atlas, though, it's built for a much deeper game, one that lets it truly understand and work with the systems you use every single day. I mean, this quote really says it all. Atlas unifies cognition, context, and action. It's not just about doing things. It's about bringing together the why, the where, and the what. It's about understanding the whole picture. And that right there is the sign of a true cognitive architecture. So, we've got the framework, we've seen it in action. But what's the big deal? Why does this evolution from a simple tool to a full-on partner actually matter to you? If you take away one thing, make it this. The jump from agentic to cognitive AI isn't just a tech upgrade. It's the difference between an AI that will blindly walk off a cliff just because you told it to, and one that understands the context and says, whoa, are you sure about that? It's a fundamental shift in trust and in intelligence. And this difference is absolutely critical for any professional whose work carries real-world liability. I'm talking about architects, lawyers, designers. You can't afford to delegate high-stakes work to a system that doesn't get the full picture. You need a partner that understands the gravity of the situation. So at the end of the day, what does this all boil down to? Look, understanding this framework isn't just some academic exercise. It's about making smart choices. It's about knowing when you need a tool and when you really, truly need a partner. It's about protecting what matters most, your license and your time.